always seemed so to us, but now, in the division of the kingdom, it appears not which of the dukes he values most.
Is that not your son, my lord?
His breeding, sir, hath been at my charge.
That
I have so often blushed to acknowledge him, that now I am brazen to it.
I cannot conceive you, my lord.
Sir, this young fellow's mother could.
Oh.
Though this knave came something saucily into the world, there was good sport at his making, and the whore's son must be acknowledged. Do you know this noble gentleman, Edmund?
No, my lord.
My lord of Kent. Remember him hereafter as my honorable friend. He hath been out 9 years, and away he shall again. The king is coming.
Attend the lords of France and Burgundy, Gloucester.
I shall, my liege.
Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in 3 our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake off all cares and business from our age, conferring them on younger strengths, while we, unburdened, crawl towards death. We have this hour a constant will to publish our daughters several dowers, that future strife may be prevented now. The princes France and Burgundy, great rivals for our youngest daughter's love, long in our court have made their amorous sojourn, and here are to be answered. Tell me, my daughters, since now we divest us both of rule, interest of territory, cares of state, which of you shall we say doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend, where nature doth with merit challenge? Goneril, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I do love you more than words can wield the matter. Dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty, beyond what can be valued, rich or rare, no less than life with grace, health, beauty, honor, as much as child e'er loved or father found, a love that makes breath poor and speech unable, beyond all manner of so much I love you.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests, champagnes rich, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and Albany's issue be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan, wife to Cornwall? Speak.
Oh, sir, I am made of the self-same metal that my sister is, and prize me at her worth. In my heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short, that I profess myself an enemy to all other joys that the most precious square of sense possesses, and find I am alone felicitate in thy dear highness's love.
To thee and thine, hereditary ever, remain this ample third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure, as that conferred on Goneril. And now, our joy, although the last, not least, to whose young love the vines of France and milk of Burgundy strive to be interested. What can you say to draw a third, more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am, I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bonds, nor more, nor less.
How, Cordelia? Mend thy speech a little, lest it may mar thy fortune.
Good my lord, you have forgot me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as our right fits. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all? Haply when I shall wed that lord whose hand must take my plight, shall carry with him half my love, half my care and duty. Sure, I shall never marry like my sisters, to love my father all.
What goes thy heart with this?
Aye, good my lord.
So young and so untender.
So young, my lord, and true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy dower, for here I disclaim any paternal care, and as a stranger to my heart and thee find this forever.
Good my liege.
Peace, Kent, come not between the dragon and his wrath. I loved her most, and thought to set my rest upon her kind nursery. Hence, and avoid my sight. Call France. Who stirs? Call Burgundy. My 2 daughters' dowers digest this third. Let pride, which she calls plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly with my power, preeminence, and all the large effects that troop with majesty. Ourselves, with monthly course, with a reservation of 100 knights, by you to be sustained, will our abode make, with you in due turn. Only we still retain the name and all the additions to a king. The revenue, sway, and execution of the rest be yours.
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honored as my king, as my great patron thoughts on in my prayers.
Oh, the bow is bent and drawn, make from the shaft.
Let it fall rather, though the fork of which doth pierce the heart. Be Kent unmannerly when Lear is mad. What wilt thou do, old man? Thinkest thou duty shall have dread to speak, when power to flattery vows?
Kent, on thy life no more.
My life I've never held but as a pawn to wage against thine enemies.
Out of my sight.
See better, Lear.
Now by Apollo.
Now by Apollo, thou swearest thy gods in vain. I tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant, on thy allegiance, hear me. Since thou hast sought to make us break our vow, which we durst never yet, our potency made good, take thy reward. 5 days we do allot thee, for provision to shield thee from the diseases of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom. If on the 10th day following thy banished trunk be found in our dominions, the moment is thy death. Away! By Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Farewell, my king.
Here's France and Burgundy, my noble lord.
My lord of Burgundy, we first address towards you, who with this king hath rivaled for our youngest daughter's love? What in the least will you require in present dower, or cease your quest of love?
Most royal majesty, I crave no more than what your highness offered, nor will you tender less.
Right, noble Burgundy, when she was dear to us, we did hold her so, but now her price is fallen. Sir, there she stands. If aught within that little seeming substance, or all of it, with our displeasure pieced, and nothing more, may fitly like your grace, she is there, and she is yours.
I know no answer.
Will you, with all the infirmity she owes, unfriended, new adopted to our hate, stranger to our oath, and dowered with our curse, take her or leave her?
Pardon me, royal sir, election makes not up on such conditions.
Then leave her, sir, for by the power that made me, I tell you all her will. For you, great king, I would not, from your love, to make such a stray, to match you where I hate.
I yet beseech your majesty that you make known it is no vicious blot, murder or foulness, no chaste action or dishonored step that hath deprived me of your grace and favor.
Better thou hadst not been born than not to have pleased me better.
My lord of Burgundy, what say you to the lady? Will you have her?
Give but that portion which yourself proposed, and here I take Cordelia by the hand, Duchess of Burgundy.
Nothing. I have sworn. I am firm.
Oh, I am sorry, then, that you have so lost a father that you must lose a husband.
Peace be with Burgundy, since that respects to fortune are his love, as shall not be his wife.
Fairest Cordelia, thee and thy virtues here I seize upon.
Thou hast her, France. Let her be thine. For we have no such daughter. Nor shall we ever see that face of hers again. Therefore be gone, without our grace, without our love, our benison. Come!
Bid farewell to your sisters.
Use well our father. Prescribe not us our duties.
Let your study be to content your lord, who hath received you at fortune's alms.
Time shall unfold what plated cunning hides. Who cover faults, at last shame them derides. Well may you prosper.
Come, my fair Cordelia. I think our father will hence tonight.
Oh, that is most certain, and with you, next month with us.
You see how full of changes his age is. He always loved our sister most, and with what poor judgment he hath now cast her off appears too grossly.
'Tis the infirmity of his age, yet he hath ever but slenderly known himself.
The best and soundest of his time hath been but rash. If our father carry authority with such dispositions as he bears, this last surrender of his will but offend us.
We shall further think on it.
We must do something, and in the heat.
Thou nature art my goddess. To thy laws my services are bound. Why, bastard? Wherefore base, when my dimensions are as well compact? My mind is generous, my shape as true as honest madam's issue. Why brand they thus with baseness, bastardy? Well, my legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. My father's love is to the bastard, is to the legitimate. Fine word, legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the Base will top the legitimate. Oh, I grow, I prosper. God stand up for bastards!
Edmund! How now? What news?
I know no news, my lord.
What paper were you reading?
Nothing, my lord.
No. What needed then that sudden dispatch into your pocket? The quality of nothing hath not such need to hide itself. Let's see. Come. If it be nothing, I shall not need spectacles.
I beseech you, sir. Pardon me, it is a letter from my brother that I have not all o'erread, but inasmuch as I have perused, I find it not fit for your o'erlooking.
Give me the letter, sir. If our father would sleep till I waked him, you should have his revenue forever, and live the beloved of your brother, Edgar. Sleep till I waked him. You should enjoy half his revenue, my son, Edgar. When came this to you? Who brought it?
I found it thrown in at the casement of my closet.
And you know the character to be your brother's?
If the matter were good, my lord, I durst swear that it were his. In respect to that, I feign to think it were not.
It is his.
It is his hand, my lord. But I hope his heart is not in the contents.
Hath he never heretofore sounded you in this business?
Never, my lord. But I have oft heard him maintain it to be fit that a son at a perfect age and a father declining, that the father should be as a ward to the son, and the son should manage his revenue.
Ha! Villain! Villain! His very opinion in the letter. Oh, where is he?
I do not well know, my lord.
These late eclipses in the sun and moon portend no good to us. We have seen the best of our time. Find out this villain, Edmund. It shall lose thee nothing. Do it carefully.
This is the excellent foppery of the world, that when we are sick in fortune, often the sufferer of our own behavior, we make guilty of our disasters, the sun, the moon, and the stars, as though we were villains of necessity, of fools by some heavenly compulsion. Oh, these eclipses do portend these divisions.
How now, Brother Edmund? Oh, what serious contemplation are you in?
I am thinking, brother, of a prediction I read the other day. What should follow these eclipses?
Do you busy yourself about that?
I promise you, the effects he writes of succeed unhappily. When saw you our father last?
Why, the night gone by.
Spake you with him?
Aye, 2 hours together.
Oh, found you in him no displeasure by word or countenance?
None at all.
Oh, bethink yourself wherein you may have offended him. And at my entreaty forbear his presence till some little time hath qualified the heat of his displeasure.
Some villain hath done me wrong.
That is my fear. Oh, retire with me to my lodging. Once fitly I will bring you to hear my lord speak. Here is my key. I pray you go. If you do stir abroad,
Go armed. Armed, brother.
brother, I have advised you to the best. I have told you what I have seen and heard, but faintly nothing like the image and horror of it. Pray you, away.
Shall I hear from you anon?
I do serve you in this business. A credulous father and a brother noble, whose nature is so far from doing harm that he suspects nothing.
By day and night wrongs me. Every hour he flashes into one gross crime or other that sets us at odds. I'll not endure it. His nights grow riotous, and himself upbraids us on every trifle. Say I am sick. Put on what weary negligence you please. If you dislike it, let him to our sister, whose mind and mine I know in that are one, not to be your rules. Well, madam.
couldst serve, thou banished it, if thou couldst serve where thou art condemned, thy master, whom thy loves, shall find thee full of service.
Most excellent. And let me not stay at John for dinner. Go and get it ready. Oh, now, what art thou?
A man.
What dost thou profess? What wouldst thou with us?
I do profess to be no more than I seem.
What wouldst thou?
Service.
Who wouldst thou serve?
You?
Dost thou know me, fellow?
No, sir, but you have the countenance about you that I would fain call master.
What's that?
Authority.
Follow me. Thou shalt serve me. If we like thee no worse after dinner, I will not part from thee yet. Dinner! Ho! Dinner! And where's my knave, my fool? Go and tell my fool to come hither. Oh, you, sir. You, sirrah. Where's my daughter?
So please you.
Oh, what says the fellow there? And where's my fool? Ho! I think the world's asleep. How now? Where's that mongrel?
He says, my lord, your daughter is not well.
Why came not the slave back to me when I called him?
Sir, he answered me in the roundest manner. He would not.
He would not. He would not. Go and tell my daughter I would speak with her. Oh, you, sir, you, come you hither, sir. Who am I, sir?
My lady's father.
Oh, my lady's father, my lord's knave, you horse and dog, you slave, you cur.
I am none of these, my lord. I beseech your pardon.
Do you bandy looks with me, you rascal?
I'll not be struck, my lord.
Nor tripped either, you base footballer.
Thank thee, fellow. Thou follows me, I'll love thee.
Come, fellow, by and by. I'll teach you some differences. Away with you!
Let me hire him too. Here's my coxcomb.
How now, my pretty knave? How dost thou?
Sirrah, you were best take my coxcomb.
Why for?
Why, this fellow here has banished two one's daughters, and did the third a blessing against his will. If thou follow him, thou must needs wear my coxcomb. How now, nuncle? Would I had two coxcombs and two daughters.
Why, my boy?
If I gave them all my living, I'd keep my coxcombs myself.
Dost thou call me fool, boy?
All thy other titles thou hast given away. That thou wast born with.
This is not altogether a fool, my lord.
Fools hath ne'er less wits in a year, for wise men are grown foppish. They know not how their wits to bear, their manners are so apish.
When were you so wont to be full of song, sirrah?
Ever since thou madest thy daughters thy mother.
Oh, sirrah, we'll have you whipped.
I marvel what kin thou and thy daughters are. They'll have me whipped for speaking true.
Aye.
Thou'lt have me whipped for lying.
Aye.
And sometimes I am whipped for holding my peace. I had rather be any kind of thing than a fool. And yet, I would not be thee, nuncle. Thou hast pared thy wits down both sides and left nothing in the middle. Oh, here comes one of the parings.
How now, daughter? What makes that frontlet on? Methinks you are too much of late in the frown.
Not only, sir, this your all-licensed fool, but other of your insolent retinue do hourly carp and quarrel, breaking forth in rank and not to be endured riots. Sir, I had thought, by making this well-known unto you, to have found safe redress, but now grow fearful by what yourself too late have spoke and done, that you protect this course and put it on by your allowance.
Are you our daughter?
I would you would make use of that good wisdom, whereof I know you are fraught, and put away these dispositions that of late transform you from what you rightly are.
Does not an ass know when the cart draws the horse? What jug I love thee?
Any here know me? This is not Lear. Doth Lear walk thus? Speak thus? Where are his eyes? Either his notions weaken, his discernings are lethargy. Ha! Waking, 'tis not so. Who is it that can tell me who I am?
Lear's shadow.
Your name, fair gentlewoman.
This admiration, sir, is much of the savior of other your new pranks. I do beseech you to understand my purposes aright. As you are old and reverend, you should be wise. Here do you keep 100 knights and squires, mid so disordered, so debauched and bold, that this our court, infected with their manners, shows as a riotous inn. Be then but desired by her, that else will take the thing she begs, a little to disquantity your train.
Darkness and devils, degenerate bastard, I'll not trouble thee, yet have I left a daughter.
You strike my people, and your disordered rabble make servants of their betters.
Woe, the too late repents. Oh, sir, have you come, Albany? Is this your will? Speak, sir.
Pray, sir, be patient.
Most small fault. How ugly didst thou and Cordelia appear, that like an engine wrenched my frame of nature from the fixed place, drew from heart all love, and added to the gall. Lear, 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 beat against this gate that let thy folly in, and thy dear judgment out.
My lord, I am guiltless, as I am ignorant of what hath moved you.
That may be so. Hear, nature, hear, dear goddess, hear. Suspend thy purpose, if thou didst intend to make this creature fruitful. Into her womb convey sterility, dry up in her the organs of increase, and from her derogate body never spring a babe to honor her. If she must teen, create her child of spleen, that it may live and be a thwart disnatured torment to her, as it stamp wrinkles in her brow of youth, that she may know how much like a serpent's tooth it is to have a thankless child. Away! Away!
Now, gods that we adore, whereof comes this?
Never afflict yourself to know the cause, but let his disposition have that scope the dotage gives it.
What? What? 50 of my followers at a cut, and within a fortnight.
What's the matter, sir?
I'll tell thee, life and death. I am ashamed thou hast the power to shake my manhood thus. Blast and fogs upon thee, the untented woundings of a father's curse pierce every sense about thee. Ah! Let it be so. Yet have I left a daughter who I am sure is kind and comfortable. And when she hears this of thee, with her nails she will flay thy wolfish visage. Thou shalt find I'll soon resume the shape that thou dost think I have set aside forever. Thou shalt, I warrant thee. Away!
Do you mark that, my lord?
Cannot be so partial, Goneril, to the great love I bear you.
Pray you content. What, Oswald, ho! You, sir, more knave than fool, after your master.
Nuncle Lear, tarry.
100 knights. 'Tis politic and safe to let him keep at point 100 knights. Yes, that. each buzz, each fancy, each complaint, just like he may guard his dotage with their powers and holds our lives in mercy. Oswald, I say!
Well, you may fear too far.
Safer than trust you for. I know his heart. What he hath uttered, I have writ my sister. If she sustain him in his 100 nights, when I have shown the unfitness. How now, Oswald? Take you some company and away to horse. Inform her full of my particular fear, and thereto add such reasons of your own as may compact it more. Get you gone, and hasten your return.
If a man's brains were in heels, were it not in danger of kipes,
Aye, boy.
then prithee, be merry. Thy wit will never go slipshod.
Ha, ha, ha.
Thou canst tell why one's nose stands in the middle of one's face.
No.
Why, to keep one's eyes of either side's nose, so that what a man cannot smell out, he might spy into.
I did her wrong.
Canst tell how an oyster makes a shell?
No.
Nor I neither. But I know why a snail has a house.
Why?
Why, to put his head in, not to give it away to his daughters, and leave his horns without a case.
I will forget my nature. So kind a father.
Thou wert my fool, nuncle. I'd have thee beaten for being old before thy time.
How's that?
Thou shouldst not have been old, till thou hadst been wise.
Oh, let me not be mad. Not mad, sweet heavens. Keep me in temper. I would not be mad. Come, boy.
Brother! A word! Descend, brother, I say! Oh, sir, fly this place. Intelligence is given to where you are hid. The Duke of Cornwall is coming hither now, in the night, in the haste, and Regan with him. Have you nothing said upon this party?
I am sure on it's not a word.
Oh, I hear my father coming. Fly, brother. Torches! Torches! Stop there, some blood drawn on me would beget opinion. Oh, of my more fierce endeavor, I have seen drunkards do worse than this in sport. Oh, father! Father! Stop! Stop!
Now, Edmund, where's the villain?
Here he stood in the dark, mumbling wicked charms, conjuring the moon to stand auspicious mistress.
But where is he?
Look, sir, I bleed.
Where is the villain, Edmund?
Fled this way, where by no means he could
By no means what?
persuade me to the murder of your lordship.
Not in this land shall he remain uncaught and found. Dispatch. And of my land, loyal and natural boy, I'll work the means to make thee capable.
How much you, my lord?
Oh, madam, my old heart is cracked.
What did my father's godson seek your life?
Oh, lady, shame would have it hid.
Was he not companion with the righteous knights that tend upon my father?
I know not, madam. 'Tis too bad, too bad.
Yes, madam, he was of that consort.
No marvel then, though he were ill affected.
Oh!
I have this present evening from my sister been well informed of them. and with such cautions that if they come to sojourn at my house, I'll not be home.
Nor I assure thee, Regan. Edmund, I hear that you have shown your father a childlike office.
'Twas my duty, sir.
He did bewray his practice and received this hurt, you see, striving to apprehend him. Is he pursued? Aye, my good lord. If he be taken, he shall never more be feared of doing harm. For you, Edmund, whose virtue and obedience doth this instant so much commend itself, you shall be ours. Natures of such deep trust we shall much need. You will we seize on.
I shall serve you, sir. Truly, however else.
For him I thank your grace. You know not why we came to visit you.
Thus out of season threading dark-eyed night, occasions noble Gloucester of some poise, wherein we must have use of your advice.
Oh!
Good dawning to thee, friend. Art of this house?
Aye,
Where may we set our horses?
in the mire.
Prithee, if thou lovest me, tell me.
I love thee not, fellow. I know thee.
What dost thou know me for?
Thou art a knave, a rogue, a base, proud, shallow, beggarly, 3-suited, 100-pound, filthy, worsted stocking knave, and the son and heir of a mongrel bitch.
Why, what a monstrous fellow art thou, thus to rail on one that is neither known of thee nor knows thee!
Oh, what a brazen-faced fart art thou to say thou knowest me! I kicked up thy heels before the king, then I beat thee with it. Oh, I'll make a sop of moonshine of you, fella. Come
Wait,
on, you
I have
bargamonger.
nothing to do with
Oh, you take the vanity, the parrot's heart against the majesty of her father. Draw, you rogue, draw. Ha, come on, yeah.
Help! Hold!
No, no,
Murder!
no,
Help!
no, no.
Help! Oh,
Come
murder!
on,
Murder!
strike.
How now? What's the matter?
Oh, come, good man boy, come on. I'll flush you. Come on, young master, come. Oh, come
Hey,
on.
what's the matter here? Keep peace upon your lives. He dies that strikes again. What is the matter?
Oh, the messengers from our sister and the king.
What is your difference? Speak.
This ancient ruffian, sir, whose life I have spared,
Oh,
has
useless
seduced
rogue, thou unnecessary
Peace
little
around. Know you no reverence.
Yes, sir, but anger has its privileges.
Oh, why art thou angry?
That such a rogue as this should wear a sword without any honor.
What's his offense?
His countenance likes me not.
No more perchance does mine, nor his, nor hers.
Ah, I have seen better heads on shoulders in my day than see standing before me at this present moment.
You stubborn ancient knave, we'll teach you.
I serve the king.
Bring forth the stocks. As I have life and honor, there shall he sit till noon.
Till noon, till night, my lord.
Madam, if I was your father's dog, you would not treat me so.
Sir, being his knave, I will.
This is the fellow of the self-same color our sister speaks of. The good king, his master, must take it ill that he so slightly valued in his messenger should have him thus restrained. I'll answer that.
My sister may receive it much more worse to have her gentleman abused, assaulted. Come, my good lord, away.
I am sorry for thee, friend. I'll entreat for thee.
Pray, do not bother.
The Duke's to blame in this. 'Twill be ill taken.
I'll wait here.
I heard myself proclaimed, and by the happy hollow of a tree escaped the hunt. Oh, no port is free, no place where guard and most unusual vigilance does not attend my taking. Whilst I may escape, I will preserve myself, and am bethought to take the basest and most poorest shape that ever penury and contempt of man brought near to beast. My face, I'll grime with filth, blanket my loins, elf all my hairs in knots, and with presented nakedness, outface the winds and persecutions of the sky. The country gives me proof and precedent of bedlam beggars who, with roaring voices, sometime with lunatic bands, sometime with prayers, enforce their charity. Poor Turley God! Poor Tom! That's something yet. Edgar, I nothing am.
Hail to thee, noble master.
He wears cruel garters.
What's he that hath so much thy place mistook as to set thee here?
Oh, both he and she. Your son and daughter?
No.
Yes.
No, I say.
I say aye.
By Jupiter, I say no.
By Juno, I say aye.
Where is this daughter?
They are within with the earl.
Follow me not. Stay here.
Ah!
Yo!
Smooth.
What? Denied to speak with me. They are sick. They are weary. They have traveled all night. Mere fetches. The images of revolt and flying off. Fetch me a better answer. Go tell the Duke and his wife I'll speak with them. Now, presently, bid them come forth and hear me, or else outside their chamber door I'll beat the drum till it cries sleep to death.
I would have all well betwixt you.
Oh me, my heart, my rising heart, but down.
Cry to it, Nuncle, as the Cockney did to the eels when she put him in a paste alive. She napped him with a coxcomb with a stick and said, "Down, wantons, down."
Good morrow to you both.
Hail to your grace. Oh, I'm glad to see your highness.
Regan, I think you are. I know what reason I have to think so. Oh, are you free? Your sister is not. Regan, she hath tied Sharptooth on kindness, a vulture-like here. I can scarce speak to thee. You will not believe with how depraved a quality. Oh, Regan.
Pray you, sir, have patience. I know you no less how to value her desert than she to scant her duty.
Sorry, how's that?
I cannot think my sister in the least would fail her obligation. If, sir, perchance, she'd have restrained the riots of your followers, 'tis on such grounds, and to such a wholesome end as clears her from all blame.
My curse is on her.
Oh, sir, you are old. Nature in you stands on the very verge of her confine. You should be ruled and led by some discretion that discerns your state better than yourself. Therefore, I pray you that to our sister you do make your return. Say you have wronged her, sir.
Ask her forgiveness? Do you but mark how this becomes the house? Oh, dear daughter, I confess I am old. Oh, age is unnecessary. On bended knees I beg you vouchsafe me raiment, bed, and food.
Good Good sir, these are unsightly tricks. Return you to my sister.
Never, Regan. She hath abated me of half my train, looked black upon me, struck me with her tongue, most serpent-like, upon the very heart. All the stored vengeances of heaven fall on her ingrateful top. Strike her young bones, you taking airs with lameness. You nimble lightnings, dart your blinding flames into her scornful eyes. Infect her beauty, you fen-sucked fogs, drawn by the powerful sun to fall and blast her pride.
Oh, the blessed gods. So you will wish on me when the rash mood is on.
No, Regan. Thou shalt never have my curse. Thy tender-hefted nature shall not give thee over to harshness. Her eyes are fierce, but thine to comfort and not burn. Thou better knowest the offices of nature, bonds of childhood, effects of courtesy, dues of gratitude. Thy half of the kingdom hast thou not forgotten, which I thee endowed.
Good sir, to the purpose.
Who put my man in the stocks?
Oh, is your lady come?
Oh, this is a slave whose easy borrowed pride dwells in the fickle grace of her he follows. Out, varlet, from my sight!
What means your grace?
Who stalked my man? Regan, I have good hope thou didst not know on it. Who comes here? Oh, heavens. If you do love old men, if your sweet sway allow obedience, if you yourselves are old, make it your cause. Send down and take my part. Art not ashamed to look upon this beard? Regan, wilt thou take her by the hand?
And why not by the hand, sir? How have I offended? All's not offense that dotage finds and indiscretion terms so.
Sides, you are too tough. Will you yet hold? How came my man in the stocks?
I set him there, sir.
You? Did you?
Father, I pray you, being weak, seems so. If till the expiration of your month you will return and sojourn with my sister, dismissing half your train, come then to me. I am from home, and I'm out of that provision which shall be needful for your entertainment.
Return to her, and 50 men dismissed. No, persuade me rather to be slave and sumpter to this detested groom.
At your choice, sir.
I prithee, daughter, do not make me mad. I will not trouble thee, my child. Farewell. We'll no more see one another, no more meet. But yet thou art my flesh, my blood, my daughter. Or rather, you are a disease that is in my flesh, which I must needs call mine own. You are a boil, a plague sore, an embossed carbuncle in my corrupted blood. But I'll not chide thee. I can go with Regan. I can be patient. I and my 100 knights.
Not altogether so. I looked not for you yet, nor am I provided for your fit welcome. Give ear, sir, to my sister, for those who mingle reason with your passion must be content to think you old, and so, but she knows what she does.
Is this well spoken?
I dare avouch it, sir. What, 50 followers? What should you need of more? Yea, for so many sit that both charge and danger speak against so great a number. How can many people in one house under 2 commands hold amity? 'Tis hard, almost impossible.
Why might not you, my lord, receive attendance from those she calls servants or from mine?
Why not? I entreat you to bring but 5 and 20. To no more will I give place or notice.
I gave you all.
And in good time, you gave it.
Oh, I made you my guardians, my depositories. What? Must I come to you with 5 and 20, Regan? Said you so?
And speak it again, my lord, no more with me.
I will go with thee. Thy 50 yet doth double her 5 and 20, and thou art twice her love.
Hear me, my lord. What need you 5 and 20, 10, or 5 to follow in a house where twice so many hath the command to tend you?
What need 1?
Reason not the need. Our basest beggars are in the poorest thing superfluous. Allow not nature more than nature needs. Man's life is as cheap as a beast's. Thou art a lady, if only to go warm were gorgeous. Nature needs not what thou gorgeous wearest. For true need, you heavens, give me that patience I need. You see me here. If it be you that stir these daughters' hearts against their fathers, touch me with noble anger, and let not women's weapons water drop stain my man's cheeks. No, you unnatural hags, I will have such revenges on you. There shall be, the whole world shall know them what they are. Yet I know not. They shall be the terrors of the earth. You think I'll weep? I'll not weep. Oh, I have full cause of weeping. This heart shall break into 100,000 flaws, or ere I'll weep. Oh, fool! Fool! I shall go mad!
Let us withdraw. 'Twill be a storm. The old man and his people cannot be well bestowed.
'Tis his own blame, hath put himself from rest and must needs taste his folly.
For his particular, I'll receive him gladly, but not 1 follower.
So I am purposed. Where is my lord of Gloucester?
Follow the old man forth. Ah, he's returned.
The king is in high rage.
Whither is he going?
He calls to horse, but will I know not whither.
'Tis best to give him way. He leads himself.
My lord, entreat him by no means to stay.
Alack, the night comes on, and the bleak winds do sorely ruffle. For many miles about there's scarce a bush.
Oh, sir, to witful men, the injuries that they themselves procure must be their schoolmasters. Shut up your doors.
"15 minutes hence is intermission. Move your bodies to a new position. Take from this fool a riddle just for you. Is there someone to root for in Act 2? I'll give the answer in a nonce, but first I have been sent to talk to you about our purse. It costs us much to be with you today, and summer next you'll want another play. Our sponsors keep us going with their dough. You'll find them in your program. Thank them so. Their ads provide some funds for us to tap, but we still needs pass the hat to fill the gap. Thank you in advance for giving us funds to pool. the riddle's answer. Root you for the fool.
Rage! Blow, you cataract and hurricanes! Spoke to you of drenched our steeples, drawn the cocks! You sulphurous and thought executing fires, bought couriers to oak, cleaving thunderbolts, singe my white beard! And thou, all shaking thunder, smite flat the thick rotundity of the world, crack nature's mold, and spill Germans at once that make ingrateful man!
Shivering in the storm, the fool steps closer to Lear. Lear continues to rage. His eyes grow wide in alarm. He points at nothing, then clutches his neck and his chest. His face contorts as Lear begins to remove his clothes. He lowers his suspenders and flings his vest to the ground. The fool approaches Lear tentatively and pats him on the shoulder in comfort. They pick up the vest and wave to Kent, who races in. As the fool shelters under Lear's vest, Kent listens to Lear's ramblings intently. Lear clutches his head.
Against that sinning!
Gracious my lord, hard by here is a hovel. Some friendship it'll lend me against the tempest.
My wits begin to turn.
Come on. Let us, my boy. Are cold. I am cold myself. Come, my hovel. Poor fool and knave. I have one part left in my heart that feels sorry yet for thee.
Gira has in a tiny little mist with a hey-ho, wind and the rain.
I like not this unnatural dealing. They took from me the use of mine own house, charged me on pain of their perpetual displeasure, neither to speak of him, entreat for him, nor any way sustain him.
Oh, savage and unnatural.
Go to, say you nothing. I have received a letter this night. 'Tis dangerous to be spoken. These injuries the king now bears will be revenged home. There's part of a power already footed. We must incline to the king. I will seek him and privily relieve him. Go you and maintain talk with the duke, that my charity be not of him perceived. If he asks for me, I am ill and gone to bed, though I die for it, and no less is threatened me. The king, my old master, must be relieved. Edmund, pray you, be come.
This courtesy forbid thee. Shall the duke instantly know? And of this letter too. Seems a fair deserving, and must draw from me that which my father loses. No less than all. The younger rises when the old doth fall.
Here is the place, my lord. Good my lord, enter. The tyranny of the open night is too terrible of an age to endure.
Let me alone!
Good my lord, enter.
Prithee, go in thyself. Seek thine own ease. This tempest shall not give me leave to ponder on things would hurt me more. But I'll go in.
In, boy. Go first. I'll pray, and then I'll sleep. Poor naked wretches, wheresoe'er you are, that bide the pelting of this pitiless storm. How shall your houseless heads and unfed sides, your looped and windowed raggedness, defend you from seasons such as these? Oh, I have taken too little care of this. Take physic, Pump. Expose yourself to feel what wretches feel.
Follow and home! Follow and home! Home!
Oh, come not in here, Nuncle. Here's a spirit. Help me. Help me.
Give me the head. What is that? Who's there?
A spirit. Spirit. He says his name is Poor Tom.
What is that grumbles in the straw? Come forth.
Away! The foul fiend follows me. Go to thy cold bed and warm thee.
Hast thou given all to thy 2 daughters? And art thou come to this?
He has no daughters, sir.
Death, traitor! Nothing could have subdued nature to such aloneness but his unkind daughters.
Tom's cold.
Hast thou been?
A serving man, proud in heart and mind, that curled my hair, wore gloves in my cap, served the lust of my mistress's heart, and did the act of darkness with her in the sweet face of heaven. Oh, Dolphin, my boy, Sessa!
Is man no more than this? Ha! Here's 3 ones are sophisticated. Thou art the very thing. Unaccommodated man is no more but such a poor, bare, forked animal as thou art. Come, off, you lendlings! Come, unbutton here!
Prithee, Nuncle, be contented. 'Tis a naughty night to swim in. Look, here comes a walking fire.
How does my lord?
Poor Tom, that eats the swimming frog.
I'll go in with me. I venture to come seek you out and bring you where both fire and food is ready.
First, let me talk with this philosopher. What is the cause of thunder?
Good my lord, take up her offer. Go into the house.
I do beseech your grace.
Oh, cry your mercy, sir.
Oh, good my
Noble philosopher, your company.
Tom's cold.
In, fellow, there, into the hovel.
my lord,
Keep
go
me
in.
warm.
Come, let's in all.
Good sir. Soothe him. Let him take the fellow.
Well, take him you on.
Hey, sirrah. Come on, fellow. Come on in.
Come, good Athenian.
Hush, no word.
Child Rowland to the dock tower came. His word was still 5-0 and bum. I smell the blood of a British man. Which improves him an intelligent party to the advantages of France.
Go with me to the Duchess.
In the matter of this letter be certain, you have a mighty business at hand.
True or false, it hath made thee Earl of Gloucester. Seek out where thy father is, that he may be ready for our apprehension. I will lay trust upon thee, and thou shalt find a dearer father in my love.
opinion on whether a madman be a gentleman or a yeoman.
A king. A king.
Is not the trust the tameness of a wolf, a horse's health, a boy's love, or a whore's oath.
It shall be done. I will arraign them straight. Come, sit thou here, most learned justicer. And thou, St. Bean, sir, sit here. And now, you she-foxes.
Do you obey so, sir? Will you lie down and rest upon the cushions?
See their trial first. Bring in the evidence. Thou, robed man of justice, take thy place. And thou, his yoke fellow of equity, benched by his side. You are of the commission. Sit you too.
Let us deal justly.
Arraign her first. 'Tis Goneril. I here take my oath before this honorable assembly that she did kick the poor king, her father.
Come hither, mistress. Is your name Goneril?
She cannot deny it.
Cry you mercy, I took you for a joint store.
And here's another, whose warped looks proclaim what store her heart is made on. Oh, stop her there! Stop her there! Arms, sword, fire! Corruption in the place! False justicer! Why hast thou let her escape?
Pity, my lord! Where is thy patient now that you once so held?
Make no noise. Make no noise.
Lie down and rest, my lord.
Draw the curtains. So. We'll go to supper in the morn. So.
I'll go to bed at noon.
Come hither, friend. Where is the king, my master?
Here, my lord, please do not disturb him. His mind is gone.
Good friend, I prithee, take him in thy arms. There is a litter ready. Lay him in it, and drive toward Dover, friend, where thou shalt meet both welcome and protection. Take up thy master if thou shouldst dally half an hour, his life with thine, and all that offer to defend him stand in assured loss. Take up, and follow me.
Who alone suffers most in the mind, leaving free things and happy shows behind. How light and portable my pain seems now when that which makes me bend makes the king bow. He childed as I fathered. Tom! Away!
The army of France has landed. Seek out the villain Gloucester. Hang him instantly.
Pluck out his eyes.
Leave him to my displeasure. Edmund, keep you our sister company. The revenges we are bound to take upon your traitorous father are not fit for your beholding. Farewell, dear sister. Farewell, my lord of Gloucester.
Farewell, sweet lord and sister.
Edmund, farewell.
Ingrateful fox, 'tis he.
Bind fast his corky arms.
Good my friends, consider what mean your graces. You are my guests. Do me no foul play, friends.
Bind him, I say.
Hard, hard. Oh, filthy traitor.
Unmerciful lady as you are, I'm none.
Villain, thou shalt
Ah, by the kind gods! which thou dost ravish from my chin will quicken and accuse thee. I am your host. With robbers' hands, my hospitable favors you should not ruffle thus. What will you do?
Come, sir, what letters have you late from France? Be simple, answerer, for we know the truth. And what confederacy have you with the traitors late footed in the kingdom? To whose hands have you sent the lunatic king? Speak!
I have a letter, guessingly set down, which came from one that's of a neutral heart, and not from one opposed.
Cunning and false. Where hast thou sent the king?
To Dover.
Wherefore to Dover? Wast thou not charged? Wherefore to Dover? Let him first answer that.
I am tied to the stake, and I must stand the course.
Wherefore to Dover, sir?
Because I would not see thy cruel nails pluck out his poor old eyes, nor thy fierce sister in his anointed flesh stick boorish fangs. But I shall see the winged vengeance overtake such children.
See it shalt thou never. Fellows, hold the chair.
He that will think to live till he be old, give me some help! Oh, you gods!
One side will mock another, the other too. If you see vengeance.
Hold your hand, my lord. I have served you ever since I was a child, but better service have I never done you than now to bid you hold.
How now, you dog?
If you did wear a beard upon your chin, I'd shake it on this quarrel.
Villain! A peasant! Stand up! Thus!
My lord, you had one eye left to see some mischief on him.
Lest it see more, prevent it! Out!
Where is my son Edmund?
Thou callest on him that hates thee. 'Twas he that made the overtures of thy treasons to us, who is too good to pity thee.
Oh, my follies! Then Edgar was abused. Kind gods, forgive me that, and prosper him.
Go, thrust him out of gates. Let him smell his way to Dover. My lord, Regan, I have received a hurt. Regan, I bleed apace. Untimely comes this hurt. Give me your arm. My lord. Oh! No!
Worst, the lowest, most dejected thing of fortune, stands still in esperance, lives not in fear.
Away, get thee away, good friend, be gone. Thy comforts can do me no good at all. Thee they may hurt.
Sir, you cannot see your way. How now? Who's there?
Oh, gods, who is it can say I am at the worst? I am worse than ever I was.
Just poor Mad Tom.
And worse I may be yet. Oh, the worst is not so long as we can say, this is the worst.
Fellow,
Where goeth?
Is it a beggar man?
Madman and beggar too.
In the last night's storm, I such a fellow saw, which made me think a man a worm. My son came then into my mind, and yet my mind was then scarce friends with him. I have heard more since. As flies to wanton boys are we to the gods. They kill us for their sport.
Bless thee, master.
Is that the naked fellow?
Aye, my lord.
Then prithee, get thee gone, and bring some covering for this naked soul, who I'll entreat to lead me.
Alack, sir, he is mad.
'Tis the time's plague, when madmen lead the blind. Do as I bid thee, or rather do thy pleasure, above the rest be gone.
I'll bring on the best apparel that I have. Come on it, what will.
Sirrah, naked fellow, dost thou know Dover?
Aye, master.
There is a cliff whose high and bending head looks fearfully in the confined deep. Bring me but to the very brim of it. From that place I shall no leading need.
Give me thy arm. Poor Tom shall lead thee.
Now, where's your master?
Madam, within, but never man so changed. I told him of the army that was landed. He smiled at it. Of Gloucester's treachery when I informed him, then he called me sot. Told me I turned to the wrong side.
Back, Edmund, to my brother. Hasten his powers and conduct him. This trusty servant shall pass between us. Ere long you are like to hear a mistress's command. Wear this. Spare speech. Decline your head. This kiss, if it durst speak, would stretch thy spirits up into the air. Conceive, and fare thee well.
Yours in the ranks of death.
My most dear Gloucester. Oh, the difference of man and man. To thee, a woman's services are due. My fool usurps my body.
Madam, here comes my lord.
I have been worth the whistle.
Oh, Goneril, you are not worth the dust which the rude wind blows in your face.
No more, the text is foolish.
Wisdom and goodness to the vile seem vile. Filth savor but themselves.
Milk-livered man. Where's thy drum? France spreads his banners in our noiseless land, whilst thou, a moral fool, sittest still and criest, alack, why does he so?
See thyself, devil. Proper deformity seems not in the fiend so hard as in woman.
Oh, vain fool.
Thou, change it and self-covered thing for shame. Be monster not thy feature. Were it my fitness to let these hands obey my blood, they are apt enough to dislocate and tear thy flesh and bones. Howe'er thou art a fiend, a woman's shape doth shield thee.
Marry your manhood now.
Alack, 'tis he. Why, he was met even now as mad as the vexed sea. A century send forth, search every acre in the high-grown field, and bring him to our eye. What can man's wisdom in restoring his bereaved sense?
There is means, madam.
Our foster nurse of nature is repose.
Seek for him, lest his ungoverned rage dissolve the life that wants the means to lead it.
News, madam. The British powers are marching hitherward.
'Tis known before. Our preparation stands in expectation of them. Oh, dear father, it is thy business I go about. Therefore, great France my mourning and important tears hath pitied. No blown ambitions doth our arms incite, but love, dear love, and our aged father's right. Soon may I hear and see him.
What are my brother's powers set forth?
Aye, madam.
Himself in person there.
Madam, with much ado, your sister is the better soldier.
Lord Edmund spake not with your lord at home.
No, madam.
Faith, he is posted hence on serious matter. Edmund is gone in pity of his father's misery to dispatch his nighted life. Oh, it was great ignorance, Gloucester's eyes being out to let him live. Where he arrives, he moves all hearts against us. Edmund gone, moreover to descry the strength of the enemy.
I must needs after him, madam, my letter.
Our troops set forth tomorrow. Stay with us. The ways are dangerous.
I may not, madam. My lady charged my duty in this business.
Why should she write to Edmund? Might not you transport her purposes by word? Be like something, I know not what. I'll love thee much. Let me unseal the letter.
Madam, I had rather...
I know your lady does not love her husband. I'm certain of that. And at her late being here, she gave strange oleads and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom.
Aye, madam.
You are. I know it. I speak in understanding. Therefore, I pray you, take this letter. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have spoken, and more convenient is he for my hand than for your lady's. You may gather more. If you do find him, pray you give him this. And when your mistress hears thus much from you, desire her, call her wisdom to her. So fare you well. If you do chance hear of that blind traitor, preferment falls on him that cuts him off.
Would I could meet him, madam. I should show what party I do follow.
Fare thee well.
Come on, sir. Here's the place. Stand still. How fearful and dizzy it is to cast one's eyes so low. I'll look no more, lest my brain turn, and the deficient sight topple down headlong.
Set me where you stand.
Give me your hand. You are now within a foot of the extreme verge, for all beneath the moon would I not leap upright.
Let go my hand. Go thou farther off. Bid me farewell, and let me hear thee going.
Now fare thee well, good sir.
With all my heart. Oh, you mighty gods! This world I do renounce. If Edgar live, oh, bless him. Now, fellow, fare thee well!
Gone, sir. Farewell.
Oh, you you, sir. Friend. Hear you, sir. Speak.
Away, and let me die.
Oh, but thou dost breathe. Oh, thy life's a miracle. Speak yet again.
But have I fallen or no?
Ah, from the dread summit of this chalky bourne, look up a height. Do but look up.
Alack, I have no eyes. Is wretchedness deprived that benefit to end itself by death?
Give me thy hand. Up. So, how is it? Feel you your legs? You stand.
Too well, too well.
Bear free and patient thoughts. But who comes here?
That fellow handles his bow like a crow keeper. Draw me a clothier's yard. Look, look, a mouse, a mouse. Shh, peace, peace. This little piece of toasted cheese will do it. Ha ha ha! Well flown, bird! In the clot! In the clot! Give the word.
Sweet marjoram, pass.
I know that voice.
Ha ha! Goneril with a white beard. They flattered me like a dog, telling me there were white hairs in my beard ere the black ones were there. To say aye and no to everything that I said. Aye and no is no good divinity.
The trick of that voice, I do well remember, is not the king.
Aye, every inch a king. See, when I do stare, how my subject quakes. I pardon that man's life. What was thy crime? Adultery? Thou shalt not die. Die for adultery? No. Let copulation thrive. For Gloucester's bastard son is better to his father than my two daughters got between the legitimate sheets. To it, pell-mell, luxury, pell-mell. I lack soldiers. Down from the waist, they are centaurs, though women all above. But to the girdle do the gods inherit. Beneath is all the fiend. There's hell, there's darkness, there's the sulphurous pit, burning, scalding, stench consumption! Give me an ounce of civet, good apothecary, to sweeten my imagination. There's money for thee.
Oh, let me kiss your hand.
Let me wipe it first. It smells of mortality.
Dost thou know me?
I know thine eyes well enough. Read thou this challenge. Mark but the penning of it.
Were all the letters sums, I could not see one.
Read!
What, with a case of eyes?
Are you there with me? No eyes in your head, nor no money in your purse. Your eyes are in a heavy case, but you see how this world goes.
I see it feelingly.
What? Art mad? A man may see how this world goes with no eyes. Get thee glass eyes, and like a scurvy politician, seem to see things that thou dost not. Oh, now. If thou wilt weep my fortune, take mine eyes. I know thee well enough. Thy name is Gloucester. Thou must be patient. We came crying hither. Thou knowest, when we first smell the air, we wail and cry. I will preach to thee. Mark, when we are born, we cry that we have come to this great stage of fools. Oh, this is a good block, huh? It were a delicate stratagem to shoe a troop of horse with felt. Hey, I'll put it in proof. And when it is done, and I have stolen upon these sons-in-laws, then kill.
Oh, here he is. Lay hand upon him.
Come. I am a king. My masters know you that.
You are a royal one, and we obey you.
And there's life in it yet. Nay, if you will get it, you will get it running.
You ever gentle gods, take my breath from me. Let not my worser spirit tempt me again to die before you please.
Well, pray you, Father.
Now, good sir, what are you?
A most poor man, made tame to fortune's blows, who by the art of known and feeling sorrows am pregnant to good pity. Give me your hand. I'll lead you to some biding.
Hearty thanks, the bounty and the benefit of heaven to boot, and boot.
A proclaimed prize! Most happy!
That eyeless head of thine was first framed flesh to raise my fortunes, thou old unhappy traitor. Briefly, thyself remember. The sword is out that must destroy thee.
Now let thy friendly hand put strength enough to it.
Wherefore, bold peasant, darest thou support a published traitor? Hence, lest that the infection of his fortune take like hold on thee. Let go his arm.
Shall not let go, sir, without further occasion.
Let go, slave, or thou diest.
Good gentleman, go thy gate, and let poor folk pass.
Out, dunghill.
I'll pick your teeth, sir, come. No matter for your fines.
Slave! Thou hast slain me. Villain, take my purse. If ever thou wilt thrive, bury my body, and give the letters which thou findest about me to Edmund, Earl of Gloucester. Seek him out upon the British party. Oh, untimely death!
I know thee well. A serviceable villain, as duteous to the vices of thy mistress as badness would desire.
What, is he dead?
Father, rest you. Oh, let's see these pockets. The letters that he speaks of may be my friends. He is dead. I am only sorry he had no other deathsman. Let us see. Let our reciprocal vows be remembered. You have many opportunities to cut him off if your will want not. Time and place will be fruitfully offered. There is nothing done if he return the conqueror. Then am I the prisoner and his bed my goal. From the loathed warmth whereof deliver me, and supply the place for your labor. Your wife, so I would say, affectionate servant, Goneril. Oh, undistinguished space of woman's will. A plot upon her virtuous husband's life, and the exchange brother. In the mature time for this ungracious paper, strike the sight of the death-practiced Duke. For him, 'tis well that of thy death business I can tell.
The king is mad. How stiff is my vile sense that I stand up and have ingenious feeling of my huge sorrows. Better I were distract, so should my thoughts be severed from my griefs, and woes by wrong imaginations lose the knowledge of themselves.
Give me your hand. Far off, methinks I hear the beaten drum. Come, Father, I'll bestow you with a friend.
Shall I live and work to match thy goodness? My life will be too short, and every measure fail me.
To be acknowledged, madam, is to be overpaid. All my reports go with minimal of truth. No more, nor clipped, but so.
Oh, my dear father. Restoration, hang my medicine on my lips. Let this kiss repair those violent harms that my two sisters have in thy reverence made. If he wakes, speak to him.
Madam, do you? 'Tis this.
How does my royal lord? How fares your majesty?
Oh, you do me wrong to take me out of the grave. You are a soul in bliss, but I am bound upon a wheel of fire. Mine own tears do scoff like molten lead.
Sir, do you know me?
You are a spirit, I know. When did you die?
Still far wide.
He's here, so wait. Let him alone a while. Where have I been? Where am I? Fair daylight. I am mightily abused. I should even die with pity to see another thus. I don't know what to say. I will not swear these are my hands. Let's see. Oh, I feel this pinprick. Would I were assured of my condition.
Look upon me, sir, and hold your hands in benediction o'er me. Oh, sir, you must not kneel.
Pray, do not mock me. I'm a very foolish, fond old man. 80 and upwards, not an hour more nor less. And to deal plainly, I fear I am not in my perfect mind. Methinks I should know you and know this land. But I am doubtful, as I am mainly ignorant of what place this is, and all the skills I have remembers not these garments, nor I know not where I did lodge last night. Do not laugh at me, but as I am a man, I do think this lady to be my child, Cordelia.
And so I am, I am.
Be thy tears wet? Yes? Oh, I pray in faith, weep not. If thou hast poison for me, I will drink it,
I know you do not love me. For your sisters have, as I do remember, done me wrong. Thou, you have some cause. They have not.
No cause. No cause.
Am I in France?
In your own kingdom, sir.
Oh, do not abuse me.
Be comforted, good madam. The great rage, you see, is killed in him. Desire him to go in.
Will't please your highness walk?
You must bear with me. Pray now. Forget and forgive. I am very old and foolish.
Now, sweet Lord, you know the goodness I intend upon you. Tell me but truly, but then speak the truth. Dost thou not love my sister?
In honored love.
But hast thou never found my brother's way to the forbidden place?
The thought abuses you? Not by mine honor, madam.
I never shall endure her. Sweet my lord, be not familiar with her.
Fear me not. She and the Duke, her husband.
I had rather lose the battle than that sister should loosen him and me.
Our very loving sister. Well be met. Sir, this I hear. The king is come to his daughter, with others whom the rigor of our state forced to cry out. It toucheth us as France invades our land. Sir, you speak nobly.
Why is this reason?
Combined together against the enemy. For these domestic and particular broils are not the question here.
Sister, you'll go with us.
No.
'Tis most convenient. Pray you, go with us.
Oh ho, I know the riddle. I will go.
Before you fight the battle, hope this letter. If you have victory, let the trumpet sound for him who brought it. Wretched though I seem, I can produce a champion that will prove what is avouched there. If you miscarry, your business of the world hath so an end, and machination ceases. Fortune love you.
Stay till I have read the letter.
I was forbid it. When the time shall serve, let but the heralds cry, and I'll appear again.
I fear thee will. I will overlook thy paper. Sir, the enemy is in view. Draw up your powers. We will greet the time. To both these sisters I have sworn my love, each jealous of the other as the stung are of the other. But which shall I take? Both? One? Neither can be enjoyed if both remain alive.
Away, old man, give me thy hand, away. King Lear hath lost, he and his daughter taken. Give me thy hand, come on.
No farther, sir. A man may rot even here.
Men must endure their going hence, even as their coming hither. Ripeness is all. Come on.
That's true, too.
We are meaning and incur the worst. Shall we not see these daughters and these sisters?
No. No. No, no. Come, let's away to prison. We two alone will sing like birds in the cave. When thou dost ask me blessing, I'll kneel down and ask of thee forgiveness. And so we'll live and pray and sing and tell old tales and laugh at gilded butterflies and hear poor rogues talk of court news. And we'll talk with them too. Come.
One step I have advanced indeed. Either do as this intends thee, and make thy way to noble fortunes, and say thou'll do it, or thrive by other means.
I cannot draw a cart nor eat dried oats. If it be man's work, I'll do it.
Sir, you have shown today your valiant strain, and fortune led you well. You have the captives that were the opposites of this day's strife. We do require them of you, so to use them as we shall find, their merits and our safety may equally determine.
Sir, I thought it fit to send the old and miserable king to some retention and appointed guard. At this moment we sweat and bleed. The friend had lost its friend, and the best corals in the heat are cursed by those that feel their sharpness. The question of Cordelia and her father requires a bitter place.
Sir, by your patience, I hold you but a subject of this war, not as a brother.
He led our powers for the commission of my place and person, which immediacy may well stand up and call itself your brother.
Not so hot. In his own grace he doth defend himself more than in your edition.
In my rights by me invested, he compares the best.
That were the most, if he should husband you.
Gestures do oft prove prophet.
The eye that told you so looked but a squint.
Lady, I am not well, else I should answer from a full, flowing stomach. General, take my soldiers, prisoners, patrimony, dispose of them, of me, the walls are thine. Witness the world that I create thee here, my lord and master.
The lead alone lies not in your goodwill.
Nor of thine, Lord.
Half-blooded fellow, yes!
Is my title thine?
Edmund, I arrest thee on capital treason, and in thine attaint, this gilded serpent.
An interlude.
Thou art out, Gloucester. Let the trumpet sound. If none appear to prove upon thy head thy heinous, manifest and many treasons, there's my pledge. I'll prove it on thy heart.
Oh, here's my exchange. What in the world is he that names me traitor villain, like he lies and dares approach on me, on you, who not?
My sickness grows upon me.
She is not well. Convey her to my tent. If any man of quality or degree within the lists of the army will maintain upon Edmund, supposed Earl of Gloucester, that he is a manifold traitor, let him appear by the sound of the trumpet. He is bold in his defense.
What sayest thou?
Thou art a traitor, false to thy gods, thy brother, and thy father.
Back do I toss these treasons on thy head. Ah! Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Ah!
stop it. Hold, sir. Thou, worse than any name, read thine own evil. No tearing, lady. I perceive you know it.
Say, if I do, the laws are mine, not thine. Who can arraign me for it?
Most monstrous. Oh, knowest thou this paper?
Ask me not what I know.
Go after her. She's desperate. Govern her.
What you have charged me with, that I have done, and more, much more. But what art thou?
I am no less in blood than thou art, Edmund. My name is Edgar, and thy father's son.
The wheel has come full circle. I am here.
Oh, that my heart would burst.
Help, help! Oh, help!
What kind of help?
Speak, man.
What means that bloody knife?
It is hot. It smokes. It came even from the heart of... Oh, she's dead.
Who dead? Speak, man.
Your lady, sir, your lady. And her sister by her is poisoned. She hath confessed it.
I was contracted to them both. Now all three marry in an instant.
Here comes Kent.
This judgment of the heavens that makes us tremble touches us not with pity.
I come to say thanks, my king and master. Is he here?
I pant for life. Send for my writ on the life of Lear and on Cordelia. Nay, send in time.
Haste thee for thy life. Bear him hence a while.
Oh! 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 Oh, you are men of stones! And I your tongues and eyes, I'll use them so that heaven's vault should crack. She's dead. I know when one is dead and when one lives. And she's dead as earth. Oh.
My precious Lord. Oh. Oh, this feather, it stirs. She lives. If it be so, it be a chance which does redeem all sorrows that ever I have felt. Dear Lord, prithee away.
'Tis noble Kent, my lord, your friend.
Oh, a plague upon you. Murderers, traitors all. I might have saved her. Now she's gone forever. Cordelia. Cordelia. Stay a little while, huh? What? What's that you say? Her voice was always soft, gentle and low, an excellent thing in woman. I killed the slave that was a hanging thee.
'Tis true, my lords, ye did.
Did I not, fellow? I have seen the day when with my good biting falchion I would have made them skip. But now I am old, and these same crosses spoil me. Who are you? Mine eyes are not all the best. I'll tell you straight. This is a dull sight. Are you not Kent?
Aye, sir, your very servant Kent. Where is your man Caius?
Oh, he's a good fellow. I'll tell you straight. He'll strike, and quickly too. He's dead and rotten.
No, my lord. I am the very same man.
Oh, I'll see that straight.
From thy first decline and defeat, I have followed every sad step.
Thou art welcome hither.
He knows not what he says, and vain it is that we present us to him.
Edmund is dead, my lord.
That's but a trifle here.
You lords and noble friends know our intent. What comfort to this great decay may come shall be applied. For us, we will resign during the life of this old majesty. To him, our absolute power. You to your rights with boot, and such addition as your honors have more than merited. All friends shall taste the wages of their virtue, and all foes the cup of their deservings. Oh, see, my poor fool is hanged. No more life. Why should a dog, a horse, a rat have life, and thou no breath at all? Thou come no more. Never. Oh, do you see this? Look, her lips. Look on her. Look, her lips. Look there.
Oh, break heart, prithee, break heart.
He faints. My lord.
Vex not his spirit. Hold on back his ghost. He who hates him much, upon the rack of this cruel world to stretch him out longer.
He is gone, indeed. It is a wonder.
He at last endured this long. He had but usurped his life.
Friends of my soul, you twain rule in this realm, and the gorge state sustain.
My friends, I cannot stay. My master calls me, and I must not say go.
The weight of this sad time we must obey. Speak what we feel, not what we ought to say. The oldest hath borne most. We that are young shall never see so much, nor live so long.